Hello everyone. In my previous video, I had discussed part 1 of The Sound of Music, that is regarding Evelyn Glennie. In today's video, I'll show you one musical instrument. You try to recognize it. Which is this musical instrument? This is Shehnai. When you hear the word Shehnai, what flashes to your mind? Is it regarding a wedding program or a similar kind of a function? Some people imagine the name of Ustad Bismillah Khan. He was the maestro of this musical instrument Shehnai. So today's discussion is on the part 2, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. In this chapter, they discuss the origin of Shehnai and also the life history of Bismillah Khan. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of a musical instrument called pungi in the royal residence, for it had a shrill, unpleasant sound. Pungi is a musical instrument. It was played in the courts of kings, but it had a shrill, unpleasant sound. Therefore, Emperor Aurangzeb didn't like that musical instrument. He banned the playing of that musical instrument in the royal residence. Pungi became the generic name for radar noisemakers. Generic name means it was a name given to a class or a group as a whole. This pungi became the generic name, means common name for radar noisemakers. Few had thought that it would one day be revived. Few people thought that one day it would be brought back to life. A barber of a family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improve the tonal quality of the pungi. There was a barber. He belonged to the family of professional musicians. He was permitted to go to the royal palace. He decided to improve the tonal quality of that musical instrument. For that, he chose a pipe with a natural hollow system that was longer and broader than the pungi and made 7 holes on the body of that. When he played on it, closing and opening of these holes, soft and melodious sounds were produced. Barber chose a natural hollow system that was longer and broader than that pungi. What he did, he made 7 holes on that pipe. When he played on that by closing and opening his fingers, pleasant sound was produced. He played the instrument before royalty and everyone was impressed. When he played that instrument in the court of emperor, people were attracted towards it. The instrument, so different from the pungi, had to be given a name. So now it should have given a new name. As the story goes, since it was first played in the Shah's chambers and was played by a Nai, the instrument was named the Shehnai. Shehnai is the combination of 2 words. One is Shah and another one is Nai. That instrument was first played in the court of Shah. That's why the name Shah is taken there. And Nai means barber. So those 2 words are combined to form Shehnai. In this, the sound of the Shehnai began to be considered auspicious. And for this reason, it's still played in temples and is an indispensable component of any North Indian wedding. Shehnai produced a soft and melodious sound. Thus, it was considered as auspicious. Auspicious means a good omen. It was played in temples and weddings. Especially in North Indian weddings, it is an indispensable component. Means it was a very important component of North Indian weddings. In the past, the Shehnai was part of the Naubat, or traditional ensemble of 9 instruments found at royal courts. In the past, the Shehnai was part of the Naubat, Naubat means it is an Urdu word, or it was a part of traditional ensemble of 9 instruments. Ensemble means group. So it was a part of traditional group of 9 instruments found at royal courts. Till recently, it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit for bringing this instrument onto the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. Shehnai was earlier played only in temples and weddings. Ustad Bismillah Khan, who is a legendary of Shehnai, brought this onto the classical stage through his hard work and new invention of ragas. As a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda near a pond in the ancient estate of Dumron in Bihar. How old was he? He was 5 years old. So when he was 5 years old, he used to play a game, Gilli Dand, which is a traditional game. He used to play that game near a pond in the ancient means old, estate of Dumron, which is situated in Bihar. He would regularly go to the nearby Bihariji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, a prize given by the local Maharaja. He would regularly go to a Bihariji temple and would sing a Bhojpuri Chaita. Bhojpuri is a language spoken in Bihar. A local Maharaja who was impressed by this Bhojpuri Chaita would reward him a laddu which weighed 1.25 kgs. When he was 5 years old, he got a reward of laddu, and after 80 years of age, he was bestowed with the highest civilian award in India, that is the Bharata Ratna. This happened 80 years ago, and the little boy has travelled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharata Ratna. Born on 21st March 1916, Bismillah belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. His grandfather, Rasul Baks Khan, was the Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur King's court. His father, Paigambar Baks, and other paternal ancestors were also great Shehnai players. When was Bismillah Khan born? He was born on 21st March 1916. He was from Bihar. His grandfather's name was Rasul Baks Khan. He was the Shehnai player of the Bhojpur King's court. So he was the Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur King's court. What's the name of his father? He is Paigambar Baks. His paternal ancestors were also great Shehnai players. Thus, he belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. The young boy took to music early in life. Who is this young boy? Here, the young boy refers to Ustad Bismillah Khan. At the age of 3, when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Benares, now Varanasi, Bismillah was fascinated watching his uncles practice the Shehnai. When he was 3 years old, his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house. Maternal means they belong to the lineage of mother. His uncle's was in Benares, which is now called as Varanasi. Bismillah was so fascinated means attracted, watching his uncles practice the Shehnai. Soon, Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Baks to the Vishnu temple of Benares, where Baks was employed to play the Shehnai. Soon, Bismillah started accompanying his uncle. Accompanying means joining his uncle. What's the name of his uncle? He is Ali Baks. His uncle was employed to play Shehnai in the Vishnu temple of Benares. Ali Bags would play the Shehnai and Bismillah would sit captivated for hours on end. So when his uncle used to play the Shehnai, though Bismillah was a small child, he would sit for hours together continuously to listen to Shehnai. Slowly, he started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day. So, he started to take lessons from his uncle and he started to practice playing the instrument the whole day. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangalamaya and the banks of the Ganga became the young apprentice's favorite haunts where he could practice in solitude. The flowing waters of Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shehnai. For many years, he would visit the temples Balaji, Mangalamaya, and the banks of Ganga to practice Shehnai. So, where was he practicing? He was practicing in the temples of Balaji, Mangalamaya, and also near the banks of Ganga. He was so inspired by the river Ganga and he invented new ragas which were never anticipated before and were considered to be beyond the range of Shehnai. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad music conference. When he was 14 years, he accompanied means he joined his uncle to the Allahabad music conference. At the end of his recital, Ustad Faiz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." At the end of his recital means at the end of his performance, Ustad Faiz Khan appreciated him, saying, "Work hard and you'll get a fame out of it." With the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 came Bismillah's big break. When All India Radio station was opened in Lucknow in 1938, Bismillah Khan got an opportunity to perform there and it was a big break in his life. He soon became an often heard Shehnai player on radio. So, he became popular as a Shehnai player from then onwards. When India gained independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shehnai. When did we get independence? It was on 15th August 1947. He was the first person to greet the Indians on this auspicious day. He poured his heart out into raw coffee from the Red Fort to an audience which included Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. Which raga did he play there? He played the rag Coffee from the Red Fort and it was played in front of Mahatma Gandhi ji and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru gave his famous speech Tryst with Destiny. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances not only in India but also in abroad. So he has given his memorable performances in different places. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances in different places, not only in India but also in abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. When he performed in Afghanistan, King Zahir Shah was so taken in, that is, he was so attracted, and he gifted him with the priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. Souvenirs means these are the things given in the memory of a place, person, or an event so that they can remember that place for many days. The king of Afghanistan was not the only one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music. Not only king of Afghanistan, many other people were also attracted by Bismillah's performance. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at a festival that he named a film after the instrument called Gunjati Shehnai. The film was a hit. Vijay Bhatt, who was a film director, was impressed by his performance and named his film Gunjati Shehnai. And one of Bismillah Khan's compositions, Dil Ka Kilona Hai Toot Gaya, turned out to be a nationwide chartbuster. A song, Dil Ka Kilona Hai Toot Gaya, composed by Bismillah Khan, became a chartbuster, means a record breaker. This song broke many records. Despite this huge success in the celluloid world, Bismillah Khan's ventures in film music were limited to two. Vijaya Bhatt's Kunjati Shehnai and Vikram Srinivas' Kannada venture Sanadi Appanna. I just can't come to terms with the artificiality and glamour of the film world, he says with emphasis. Though his composition was a record breaker, he composed songs only for two films since he didn't like the artificiality and glamour of the film world. He composed for Gunjati Shehnai in Hindi and other one is for Sanadi Appanna in Kannada. Awards and recognition came thick and fast. He bagged many awards. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the United States of America. He also took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival, and in the Osaka Trade Fair. So well known did he become internationally that an auditorium in Tehran was named after him, Tahar Musiki Ustad Bismillah Khan. He performed in different places. In this paragraph, we come to know where all he performed. He performed in prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in America, in Montreal, in the World Exposition, at Cannes Art Festival, in Osaka Trade Fair in Japan. An auditorium in Tehran, situated in Iran, is named after him as Tahar Musiki Ustad Bismillah Khan. National awards like the Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, and the Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. He received some national awards. Which are those national awards? Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Vibhushan. In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna. Which is the India's highest civilian award? That is the Bharat Ratna. Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded this India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, in 2001. With the coveted award resting on his chest and his eyes glinting with rare happiness, he said, "All I would like to say is, teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music." When he received this award, he was extremely happy. His eyes were glinting, means shining, and he said, "Teach your children music because this is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West people, they are coming here to learn our music now." In spite of having traveled all over the world, Kansab, as he is fondly called, is exceedingly fond of Benares and Dumron, and they remain for him the most wonderful towns of the world. Though Bismillah Khan has traveled all over the world, he has a strong inclination towards India. He is exceedingly fond of Benares and Dumron. A student of his once wanted him to head a Shehnai school in the USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Benares by replicating the temples there. Once, one student offered him to become the head of a Shehnai school in USA. He promised that he would recreate the atmosphere of Benares by replicating the temples there, means by creating the same kinds of temples in that place. But Bismillah Khan, who was fondly called as Kansab, didn't accept the offer. But Kansab asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. Later he is remembered to have said, "That's why whenever I am in a foreign country, I keep yawning to see Hindustan, while in Mumbai I think of only Benares and the holy Ganga, and while in Benares I miss the unique mata of Dumron." Bismillah Khan asked his student if he would be able to transport the sacred river Ganga as well. This shows his patriotism. He always yearns to see Hindustan, Mumbai, Benares, and Dumron. Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India. One that effortlessly accepts that a devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Shehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. Bismillah Khan is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India. Though he was a Muslim, he didn't have any religion barrier. He would go to Kashi Vishwanath temple and would play Shehnai there.